You might be wondering why I've called you in here today.
That's the new intro.
That's our intro. We've got one finally after a year and a half of doing this.
Yeah, well, you might as well tell me.
The year is 2018.
Okay.
YouTube is a big thing. There is a channel that does trailers with an epic voice on them, and they've become very popular over the years. Well, two of them, in fact, are about Doctor Who, a show that we are familiar with, in some respects. So there's one. These are called honest trailers. Have you heard of these?
Yes, I have heard of honest trailers. I've not seen any for a couple of years, but yes, I'm well aware of them and have seen some.
Okay, so they did two. They did one for the classic series and one for the new series.
Yeah.
For obvious enough reasons, we can't really watch the new series one at this point.
Yeah, that would probably that wouldn't go well.
But we can watch the classic one. Yay! So that's what we're about to do. So again, this should be nostalgic for you. Let's see what this is all about. Are you ready?
It'll be nostalgic in two ways.
Two?
One for Doctor Who Classic and the other for honest trailers.
Oh, right. Okay, yeah.
Small nostalgia.
Small nostalgia. Right.
Yeah.
Are you ready?
Yes. Honest TV trailer.
You know his name.
I'm the Doctor.
You know his face. And you know his mission.
Always search the truth. My truth is in the stars.
Unless you're not from the United Kingdom, then you probably don't know any of those things. Now, relive over 30 years of classic sci-fi television that will determine once and for all if you're a fan of Doctor Who or a Doctor Who fan. Classic Doctor Who.
Alright.
Meet the Doctor, a Time Lord from the planet Gallifrey, who travels through space-time in a machine called the TARDIS. And if that's already too weird for you, tap out now, because it's about to get a whole lot weirder.
No idea.
Journey through 3 decades of adventure, as the Doctor, keeps things fresh by regenerating into new bodies every few years, like the crabby old man Doctor.
Shut up, will you?
The beetle haircut childlike Doctor.
Caused me a great deal of trouble. Good. I'm very glad to hear it.
The snake-tatted Kung Fu Austin Powers Doctor.
He has a snake tattoo, yeah.
Oh, I forgot all about that.
Most people think all of classic.
How many times have you watched Spearhead from Space?
He seems nice, Doctor.
It's absolutely splendid.
Yeah.
Kind of arrogant even for the Doctor.
And originally murderous.
Oh.
Yes.
The almost out of gas, coasting on goodwill Doctor.
The Autons Daleks. Cybermen and Solarians.
And the TV movie one-off George Lazenby Doctor. But no matter which Doctor is operating the TARDIS, one thing remains constant. He is either the most overrated or underrated Doctor of all time, or either the most overrated or underrated era of the show. Okay, look, getting Doctor Who fans to agree on who's the best Doctor is like trying to watch every episode of Doctor Who. It's pretty much impossible, so why even try? Watch as the Doctor and his companions take on some of the most iconic villains of all time, like the Daleks.
Exterminate him! Exterminate him! Exterminate him!
The Cybermen.
We meet again, Doctor.
And the evil Time Lord, the Master.
Yeah, he's a bit evil.
The other 90% of the show watching whatever villains the crew could throw together on a low budget.
Yeah.
Killer mannequins! A bubble wrap monster! Rubber spiders!
Yeah, they're effective though.
Yeah, they remind you of the real
The
thing.
Gimp from Pulp Fiction!
I will pay 8 kilos for the next shipment.
A series of dudes with buckets on their heads!
To the double barrel!
The inflatable plastic chair of doom!
That's kind of creepy as well.
Yeah.
And some
But all context is not.
making up on the spot.
They're Daemons from the planet Deimos.
Watch them face off in stories serialized across 3, 4, 6, or even 10 episodes, jam-packed with enough plot to fill maybe 2.
We know that thou art able to live on this earth, and that they must have found immunity. Perhaps it is a drug. Is it
You'd never
It
get.
can be slow at times.
Yeah, like later on,
Even you have to
you'd
admit,
never
this show
get
is
the
very
Daleks just having a
deliberate,
conversation with
really
each
drawn
other.
out.
No.
Witness the paradox that is classic Doctor Who, a show that's both timeless and completely out of date.
What you need is a jolly good smack bottom.
Real as it seems to predict future phenomena like the Matrix,
Goth must have his own link with the Matrix.
the Borg,
Yeah, I suppose.
Trial is futile.
Stephen King,
I shall have to go to the Dark Tower.
and B-Movie,
According to classical aerodynamics, it's impossible for a bumblebee to fly.
while
Oh my
also
God.
being completely
Yeah,
inappropriate for
kinda.
modern times.
They should have shown Delta and Banner in though.
I feel no pain. The opium.
They're all Chinese? Gutter scrapings of Shanghai. And one midget.
And that's just from the episode The Talons of Wen Chang.
I understand. We all look the same.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay, that's one thing that isn't a masterpiece about
Kick
it.
back
Yeah.
and watch on Netflix. Then definitely don't start watching Doctor Who,
I am confused.
as this completionist nightmare will send you scrambling to find episodes that the BBC erased decades ago by hunting down dozens of DVD box sets, animated recreations, and audio plays, while you secretly pray that all of it just magically turns up like those episodes from Africa. But if you do somehow make it through all 26 series, specials, and TV movies, then answer me this. Why do Doctor Who fans get so angry every time people call him Doctor Who?
I'm the doctor. I keep telling you that.
When that's what the show called him for 18 years!
They realised too late.
Yeah.
I knew you wouldn't. Never mind.
Starring easily defeated Daleks,
It's a good band.
It's a good band, yeah.
slow deaths,
They're registering pain.
Very theatrical
convoluted
acting.
plots,
You think for one moment that I forget that I bear the sacred blood of the Francine Grig.
The Vaxolex kept on the Eden crystal. They're about to transfer the crystal to the Hecate.
The more the Toxel doubt you, the more you must convince Orflock that you are Yetaxa.
bad fight scenes,
Nice to see you again.
That was really a fight scene, but sure.
You're not proceeding around unconscious.
No, I shan't. You shan't take him.
You found the inner compartment containing 3 Daleks.
and villains who yell!
The accumulation of evidence is overwhelming.
Then there's a heavy blood sacrifice.
Yeah, I never really thought about the theatrical side of Doctor Who.
Yeah.
Yeah, that definitely makes it make sense. Yeah, the Daleks were loud even
Hey,
then.
I'll do anything!
There's a special edition coming out of this, by the
How
way,
much
of
Canine
Power.
Company? Just make it stop! Make it stop! Inspector Spacetime. So, the sonic screwdriver, that's basically just a fancy door opener, right?
Yeah, more or less.
Yep, that's what I thought. Now that you know the Doctor's
There we go.
history, you're
Oh,
ready.
right.
Did you get the line about K9 and Company there?
Oh.
I think we talked over it, hold on.
Oh.
It's a door opener. Inspect. Okay, okay! Okay, I'll do anything! I'll listen to the Big Finish audio plays. I'll watch Canine and Company. Just make it stop! Make it stop!
There you go.
Yeah, okay.
There's some deep cut references in there.
Absolutely, yeah. Yeah, it's really interesting to hear voice guy talking about like if you somehow watched everything,
Yeah.
and then I'm just like, yeah, and I did.
Well,
I mean,
we've
I don't
not.
Well, we've watched them as much as there is.
Yeah, that's the point, is that you literally, it's impossible to physically watch the whole thing. That was the point.
Okay, I suppose that. Yeah, from that angle, yeah, that's true.
You know, you have to go hunting for all the episode reconstructions, the animations, the audio adaptations,
you have
novels.
You have sought a lot of that out.
I have.
Yeah, so it's
And it manages to be kind of critical about all of the things without being offensive, which I really it's
Well, that's the thing of honest trailers. It's a loving jab.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And there's a lot to love and a lot to jab about.
Yeah.
About classic Doctor Who, for sure.
Yeah, it basically got all the main things, I think. Yeah, I guess I never thought of Doctor Who as being particularly theatre-inspired in some ways, but when you mentioned it, it definitely does seem like that.
Well, the classic series, TV, and especially in the UK, all of the actors and all of the production crews will have moved on from theatre into television.
Yeah.
And the way it was made was very much like a stage play. They do it almost in one go. Like we talked about Quatermass being live the other day when we were watching that yesterday.
Yeah. Okay, yeah, I suppose, well, the original was, yes, and the revival attempt. Yeah, but the fact that Doctor Who isn't like that, and that...
It was at the beginning. As television progressed, particularly with things like when we got to Curse of Fenric and things like Survival, especially those last few seasons, it does become much more television and film. Yeah. Do you consider yourself a Doctor Who fan or a fan of Doctor Who? Which one?
I'd say I'm a fan of Doctor Who.
I disagree. I think you're a Doctor Who fan.
Okay, well...
I'd be a Doctor Who fan. I'm afraid if you're a fan of Doctor Who, you're going to have to leave.
Okay.
See ya.
Alright, I'm going to go and watch Star Trek.